everyone, and welcome to basically our first look at the Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm gonna hold my opinions off until the trailer. I'm not gonna do any crazy like pausing or anything like I've done in other videos.
Mm.
So yeah, let's just get started with this.
All right.
All right, and that's the trailer.
Nice. What do you think?
Uh, all right. So you guys may think I may go ballistically piss crazy, but I'm not exactly crazy bad.
Because it's just the original Switch, but a little bit larger.
No, actually, I think the design of it looks really sleek. It looks modern, definitely.
Hmm. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that I'm not going to piss crazy because one, I pissed myself 10 minutes before this video, so I already went to the bathroom and everything. And
Nice.
two, this was actually shown off already. The Switch 2, what it looked like.
Wait, this was shown off before?
Yes, if in case you guys don't know, about a week ago, the Switch 2 was shown off at the CES and a developer known as Genki for Switch 2 accessories showed off the console and they showed off like the Joy Cons and the Switch 2, everything it was mostly about the design and when you like if you take a look at some of these comments let's see let's see. I remember seeing somebody. Yeah, like this right
A
here.
flex for no upcoming drift issues.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna bring that up in just a second. Well, we want
Wait,
to.
there's a new YS game coming out? I'm sorry. I saw that in the recommended.
Where is? Oh,
It's like a little bit up.
I
That's
see.
fucking crazy.
I
Nice.
I think it's pronounced yeast,
Nice.
but
I
like
was never sure how to pronounce it.
it's pronounced yeast. I've seen how it is pronounced. So right here, as you can see, they say, "Well, we wanted this to be a surprise, but since you peaked, it's not really a surprise anymore with this announcement." Yeah,
Ugh.
if you go to like about a week ago, this was shown off, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so that's the design of the Switch." And the thing is, though, with the Switch 2 being backwards compatible with the Switch 1, they can't really go hog wild with the design because they have to make sure all the Switch 1 games are backwards
Mm.
compatible with the Switch 2. But here they
Yeah.
say here, like there's an asterisk here where they place both physical and digital Nintendo Switch 2 games, but certain Switch games may not be supported fully compatible with the Switch 2. And I think that they mean like heavy motion control games or like Nintendo Labo games when they say that.
Yeah.
And the first game they show off is a new Mario Kart game. This is Mario Kart 9, it looks like, because this is definitely not a try that's in the base game, and the character designs and the carts are definitely not in the base game. So
Yeah.
this, but the thing
This
is,
is the new one.
yeah, this is definitely a new Mario Kart game. Like that card, I can tell you for a fact, is not in Mario Kart 8 right now.
Fair.
And the Joy Cons, I have to say though, they look way better than the ones we have right here, that we
Yeah.
have right now. Like, and I have to say though, they must be confident these Joy Cons are really good because look at how this guy spins this stick around. Like, on the first one, you have to admit you'd get easy Joy Con just to spin the control stick like that.
Oh, absolutely.
And these Joy Cons are like they're magnetic actually.
Hmm.
They don't like slide in like how the first one. They magnetically attach to this to the dock to the console itself. That's why they
Yeah.
have these little ports right here
Hmm.
instead of you having to hit like the button in the back and like have them come out. And
Hmm.
I will say though that I'm worried because magnets, in case you guys don't know, they wear out over time. It feels like that. I don't know how good these magnets. I'm gonna hold off on this.
Well, does it seem like magnets, or
No,
is it more
no,
of...
it is magnets. Like it's confirmed that they use magnets to attach the Joy Cons to the Switch itself.
Okay.
And but I will say, and also right here, you can see that there's two capture buttons on the two Joy Cons. There's one on the right and one on the left, which is weird because in the original one, there's no capture button on the right Joy Con.
Hmm.
It's only on the left. And
That's fair.
And I do have to say though, I love how like they transition from the beginning of the trailer from the Switch One
Hmm.
to Switch Two, and they show off like just solely just like like trimming a lot of the fat, showing the charge port at the bottom, showing the button, the power button, the volume buttons at the top look much better, and it looks like it's going for like a new unique like finish design compared to the first one.
Hmm.
And
Fair enough.
thankfully, a better kickstand. Thank God, this thing is so much better than the original one.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, that looks a lot better.
Yeah, instead of that, like, paperclip, that one that we have.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't really have much else to add. I mean, it looks cool. I'm definitely going to pick it up. And do you have anything else to add, Alex?
Not particularly. I think that some people may complain about like, oh, it hasn't changed that much, but it's honestly a good console. Like, there's not a lot. They'll never win the arms race of Xbox, especially PlayStation, when it comes to like power of the console. But I think it's kind of pointless when it can run most of what it needs anyways. Like, the main issue doesn't come with like processing power or any shit, but more so just are the games that are on said console properly optimized for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they aren't, that's more of a developer issue, especially if they're only for that one console. But yeah, no, I think that this looks to be really nice. It seems that, at least hopefully, they are going to be fixing a lot of the issues that was coming from the previous Switch, including, I really hope, Joy-Con drift. Because I know there's drift in any controller, at least a little bit, but for Joy-Cons, it was notoriously bad.
Well,
So
and the thing is, though, I don't have Joy-Con drift because I don't use my Joy-Cons that much to begin with. So,
yeah, exactly. The best way to use the Joy-Cons is not to fucking use them.
yeah.
Otherwise, the controllers that are attached to the fucking console
But they must be.
aren't gonna be used.
Like, you have to admit that they're showing off this controller going like this because they know, like, we know about the Joy-Con
It's like,
drift.
I bet you don't want any more Joy-Con drifts.
Like,
It's like,
for-
no, we fucking don't.
Other than that, and I have to say though, like that's the thing about Nintendo is that they're always like the cheap bitch when it comes to like anything. So
Yeah.
like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles are going at $4.99. I'm pretty sure this console will be $3.99 because it's they're cheap and it doesn't look like much has changed from the original Switch.
That's true. Yeah, I really don't think that it's going to be very different. But in this case, that's kind of a good thing.
Hmm.
Because I don't want a lot to change. I was pretty content with the Switch. So if not much changes, I'm happy with that. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
And I will say though, I do like the black design this time around. The original black, it looked too. I don't know. I didn't like the original design of the black for the first one.
I think this one looks better. I think overall it's. Also, do you see that the dock is a little bit more rounded
Yeah,
rather than
yeah,
like the
yeah.
square and
Yeah, it
shit?
looks curved
I,
actually
I
instead of
don't really
just.
know what the fuck that means, but it seems neat. It
Mhm.
seems less blocky too,
And the
and
screen
more.
looks bigger too.
Whoa, yeah, everything is bigger. The
Hmm.
Joy Cons are bigger. The screen is bigger. So there
And,
is that.
and I think that them casually showing off from the next Mario Kart game was a good game to show off.
I think so too,
Hmm.
because it's one that people are gonna be like, oh yeah, and Mario Kart's gonna be out, so it's gonna have it in the back of their mind because it would be either that or Mario Party, and well,
Hmm.
I mean, it's Mr. Mario, man. He's the
Yeah,
fucking guy. If you look in the bottom right of the screen,
but sh-
that's him.
but
Hey.
showing off that Mario Kart's coming to the Switch too, that was as likely as me waking up tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. Now, if they did a Fire Emblem game, I know,
Okay,
I,
I'm
I,
gonna
I
get to
know.
that in just a sec. So, um, but yeah, but I do like everything about the Switch 2, and it's coming out in 2025, and also a Nintendo Direct focused on the Switch 2 is happening on April 2nd, 2025. Now, here's the thing: in the Japanese and European Direct, the 4 and 2 switch places here.
So, does that mean it's February 4?
No, that's what they think. No, no, this is actually when the Direct is happening.
So it is February. It's April 2nd.
Yeah,
Because I was asking about that before. But it's good to get a definitive answer of
yeah,
like, all right, 3 months, got it.
yeah. It's coming
Or
out.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. So we have to wait 2.5 months for the direct. So this makes sense why it's happening so soon on this date because, in case you guys don't know, Nintendo said that they would announce the successor to the Nintendo Switch before the end of the physical year for 2025. And their physical year ends on March 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense that they would announce it so soon after the end of the physical year. The only date that would be sooner would be April 1st. And why would you even do that on April 1st? Like, they announce everything and then they do April Fool's. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did do a Nintendo Direct on the 1st of April, but that was 10 years ago from this date, actually.
Mm,
So
true.
it makes sense that, like, this is as soon as we're going to get. Like, I'm expecting, to Nintendo Switch to price points, specs, like, games obviously showing off. People are saying that we're going to be seeing the first, like, Fire Emblem, like the Fire Emblem trailer dropped here. I'm not gonna keep my like hopes up high. Plus,
I will.
we
I will.
and it makes sense that they would like show it off like. But I will say though, I don't like how they shadow drop this trailer. Like it feels like they just don't care when they do it like this.
Well, they shadow drop a lot of stuff. That's kind of just what they do sometimes.
To be fair though, they did shadow drop Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, so I guess that you got a good point there.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna definitely be keeping an eye on that on the states. Like, let me see, when is that date? That is on. I mean, what day is that on? Is what I should be saying. That is on a Wednesday. Okay, well that makes sense. Tuesday or Monday is when Nintendo does direct. So, I'm definitely looking forward to. Yeah, you can definitely expect me to record my reaction to this direct when it happens as we get closer to the
Hmm.
date. And it does make sense that they announced this soon while also holding a door open for another direct because we still have a lot of Switch One stuff coming out. Like, we have a lot of well, mostly in the terms of like first party, not so much because we have the Donkey Kong Country Returns, which comes out today actually, and then
Oh shit, nice.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, which comes out I believe March 20th if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
And other than that, we have Metroid Prime 4, which I think that's going to be a cross-gen title between Switch 1 and Switch 2. But other than that, it's the only thing that's going to be carrying us from here to this release date is going to be third-party stuff. Like nothing else is happening else in between.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And the thing is, I'm also glad that this far away because that gives me ample time to save up money for what this console, which I assume is going to be $399.99.
Yeah, probably. I was thinking that maybe even $5.99 or $4.99, I should say.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. This will give me plenty of time. Thank you, Nintendo, for showing off the Nintendo Direct. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'll definitely cover any news that is worth covering if like in terms of like games or stuff like that I'm interested in. So yeah, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you when we have more stuff to talk about with the Switch 2. Till then, bye.